Hello, my name's Angela, and I just want to say welcome to this month's energy forecast. Let's see what we have coming up. What are some obstacles? What are some strengths? And let's get some advice. So, before we go further, I just want to say something. Maybe you've noticed that I haven't really been around the last couple weeks. Now, I'm not going anywhere, so don't worry about that. You'll still get to see my lovely face, but I'm needing to focus my attention a little bit more on the new project I have coming through, a whole new business actually. So stay tuned for details and we'll leave it at that. But just be patient, if you wouldn't mind. Maybe about another week or two, and then I plan on being back here at least twice a week. And then on the new channel we're making. So anyway, I will fill you in on the details of that later, but let's begin. So we're going to see what's coming in for October. And because I just think that these are fun, we have some question cards. We have our positive surroundings. We're going to ask what our obstacles are. These are from the First Light Tarot, which we're not using. I'm just using these cards. Why is this happening? Okay. Now, I'm not generally somebody who is a fan of asking why, because really, have you ever noticed that you get the answer to why something happened and it doesn't actually make you feel better? I don't usually like asking why, but we're going to ask why today. Why is this happening to us, for us? I don't know. We'll see. And a strategy and just a wild card. Just see, well, a wild card. See what else wants to come up. So let us begin. Let's begin. Are you noticing anything that is coming up energy-wise? Share that with me. Yeah. Okay. So positive surroundings for the month of October. What are our positive surroundings? Okay. Can I get another one, please? Positive surroundings. I'll show you these in a second. What are you? Okay, so we'll just grab you because you tried to jump out. So the first card that came up, we have our Knight of Wands. This is immaturity. Is there a chance for growth coming up? Prospects. Page of Pentacles. I understand this is hard to see on these ones, so I apologize. But again, still trying to figure out my lighting. So one day. Anyway, positive surroundings. You also have crossroads. So there's going to be an opportunity for growth coming up this next month. You're going to have to choose what you want. As always, right? As always. Yeah, prospects, just your different options coming up. So, chance for growth within these different options that are coming, but you're going to have to choose something. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, instead of just doing them all at once, I'm just going to pick a couple more for positive surroundings, and we're just going to go that way because we get to make the rules up as we go. So, positive surroundings for October. What do you have to say to us? What are you? You're going on a trip. Kind of. Oh, okay. Apparently there's two here. Got the card of travel. We're stuck to the card of milestone. Where are you going? You're going within, dear. You're going to the sacred temple within. That is what this is going to bring you. It's going to bring us more into who we are. Which you could see as positive, or I guess it really just depends on how you want to see it. So, sacred temple. What else do you have to say about that? Happy success. Okay. Under the positive position, happy success going within. You're only going to maybe, yeah, carp optimism. Are you only going to be able to find these answers from going within? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Let's do that here. Positive surroundings with for the energy coming in October. Sort of just breathe. Okay. Gonna be big. But remember, we are never given more than we can handle. So if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, what are we doing? We're going to connect to the breath. You're going to connect to source itself through breath. Okay. Let's just put that one there. Is there anything else that we want to say now about positive surroundings? Our solar plexus card come up. Creation, creation energy. What is wanting to come in that within this creation energy? I wonder. Let's find out. Okay. So something's coming. We're going to have an opportunity for growth. You're going to have to choose it though. Like, okay. So these energies come in and they give us these opportunities for growth, for expansion, for a bunch of things, right? You've noticed this. Are we just assuming though, because we're here, we're going to be receiving these upgrades, is the word that I'm getting. Okay. Like, it reminds me of what is that, like Oliver Twist? Please, sir, may I have some more? Is this what we're doing to source itself? Please, just can I have some more? Just more upgrades, more this, more that. When are we even ready for them? You might assume that you're ready for it, but are you actually ready for it? Or are you sitting here demanding, I need this upgrade. I need this. Give it to me. Please. Like, where's your part? Is kind of what I'm hearing. Anyway, not only where is your part, like, are you, I don't like the word deserve, okay? But we sit here figuring we deserve everything, okay? And then sit here demanding that we get it from source, right? Yes, while it is available to everyone, you're going to have to do something with it. You're going to, instead of just sitting there asking for it, demanding it, you're going to have to do something. And it might involve going within. What are your meditation practices? What are they? Like, again, you don't need to sit for 3 hours just in a unless you want to, that's cool. But like walking meditation, something to just help clear your mind. We make things really complicated. So, meditation while doing the dishes. Anything could put you in a bit of a meditative state. You allow it. And if you want it to. So, anyway, what is your meditation ritual? Is what I'm hearing to ask. Just something to think about. Okay, obstacles. What are the obstacles coming in the energies of October? The obstacles. Let me get one more here. Okay. I like when numbers work, right? We got a 7, we got a 6, and we got a 5. So, obstacles, deceit. Or is there going to be maybe some wool being tried to be pulled over our eyes That sentence didn't come out right, but I feel you know what I meant. Deceit. So our last energy update that we did, it was August. No, I keep wanting to say August 16th, but it was September 16th. I don't know. I just want to see, write that down here. Why did I want to say August 16th? But it was September 16th for that week. And what we picked up on, well, we weren't sure during the reading, right? Afterwards, there was a certain truth teller he's on YouTube, that his country did a documentary on him. And, well, deceit may have been the energy of that. We're not going to get into it any further. Maybe watch that one if you, there's some interesting stuff in there. But anyway, obstacles, deceit. Are things not actually how we see them? Remember, everything that you see before you is an illusion, okay? But obstacle, deceit. We also have movement. What are we actually maybe not wanting to do? This is in the more of the in the struggle position, the obstacle position, movement. You're going to need to move, or do you want to? Sort of insecurity. Are we just waiting for somebody else to tell us who we are, to tell us what we want to believe? Maybe. Okay. Anything else under? Let's grab this one. Obstacle position. What do you have to say to us about obstacles, September? Okay. The healing is beginning. Now, this is okay, just a second here. Healing begins, obstacle position. You still are going to have to choose. There's options for healing and everything, but excuse me, you're going to actually have to choose. Pick it. Do you want the healing? And if you don't, own that. There is nothing wrong with that. Okay, you are right where you are. So if you don't want to heal, you don't want to heal. Okay. Until you do. And then sacred action. You need sacred action. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go back. Come back. Speaking of coming back, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the main channel, that would be super. Get notifications so you see when I'm putting out more videos like this. But anyway, okay. What are the obstacles for the energies coming in October for us? Okay. I got take the lead and seek the truth under obstacle. So things are not going to be as they seem, as always, right? Could this potentially mean obstacle, seek the truth? There's a truth that's coming out. It's being revealed, potentially, right? Again, do you want to pull these curtains back and see what is behind? Kind of like I'm getting the Wizard of Oz. Remember when they pulled the curtains back and instead of being like the big giant head, it was just some guy that got lost? Okay. Are you wanting to actually open these curtains? Are you wanting to actually seek the truth? Because remember, this is where you're going to have to go for the truth, not the news. On social media, you're going to have to go in here. They're going to tell us things like they always do. We need to start to learn our discernment. Use it. We have it for a reason. It isn't something that we just pick and choose when we want to use it sometimes. Discernment. Okay. So, obstacles. Anything else that you would like to say? Okay, card of transformation. And at the bottom, we have the angels of the four directions. So we're not alone. We are not alone. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. My ears just, it does that. Itchy. Okay. Sounds like moved through a wind tunnel. But anyway, anything else that I want to say about the obstacles? Yeah. So there's opportunity for transformation, but are you going to get in your own way? Ooh, good question. Are you going to get in your own way? Do you often do that? Because I do. I do. Yeah. So we forgive that and we move on. So just give me a second. Okay. Well, it's not new, but I found it in the back of the cupboard this morning. Anyway, sorry, I just needed a little bit of tea. I'm gonna start coughing at you. So let us move on. So I don't know what's coming. We're gonna have to go within. We're gonna have to choose what we want to see. We have to choose if we want the healing. Okay. Why is this happening? That is where we are right now. Sure, grab these upside down. Why is this happening? The energies of October. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? One more, please. One more. Why is this happening? Okay. Or the card of distraction. What aren't we supposed to be looking at? Why is this happening? We also got the Hierophant guidance. Hmm. You know, we also got the card of fulfillment, but why is this happening? Giving us an option. It's giving us an option. Do you want to continue to be distracted? Fill your own cup? Opportunity for growth, expansion, healing, as we've seen. Okay. Hmm. Why is this happening? Energies of October. Why is this happening? Open up. Or you can choose to continue to refuse to see. You're given a choice. This is why is it happening? So you can do this, or you can choose to continue to do this, right? Not wanting to see what is in front of you. Okay. I get one. Yeah, like even look, refusing to see four, half of that too. So to me, that just kind of, yeah, they go together. Feels right. But anyway, why is this happening? So we can move on. So New Earth, we need all of. Did you know that New Earth is not just going to show up one day? It's actually going to need us to move on from the outdated systems that actually aren't working for all. They're working for some. They're not working for all. Why is this happening? Perhaps it's a chance to move on, to transform. But are you going to be in the way of this transformation because you're refusing to see? Okay, let's grab this one. Get a couple of each now. Why is this happening? The energy's coming in October. Why is this happening? Can I have 3 cards, please? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Okay. I'm getting this joyous, fun card on the bottom of the pack here. So let's just put this up here too. It might not feel fun. But why is this happening? Great achievements. We got the card of the Ascended Masters. Card of status quo. Why is this happening? Because is the status quo working? Why is this happening? Part of our ascension? Because remember, the Ascended Masters, we're those too. Okay? So, you see where we're going with this? Great. Why is this happening? It needs to happen. It needs to happen. The old needs to fall away so the new can come in. And are we going to let it? Let's see. Let's see what our strategy is going in. Okay. What is our strategy? Strategy for the energies coming in October. What is? I know 2 more cards, please. Strategy for the energies of October. Okay. We have the energy of kindness. Use compassion. Allow compassion to be your shield. Humility to be your shield. Kindness to be your shield. Not that anything is attacking you. Not at all. But if we're responding with something like kindness, right? As the shield, which just means whatever is not this can deter it. Be kind. You know what? It costs nothing to not be an asshole. It's been my motto for the last few weeks. Anyway, okay, strategy, lovers, decisions. You need to make a decision. That's your strategy. Oh, the incense, I just kind of caught it out of the corner of my eye again. That's not a ghost. Anyway, and again, temperance, healing. There's an opportunity for healing coming up. Healing of the old ways. Healing of the matriarchy and the patriarchy simultaneously. Because they actually need each other. That's a whole different conversation. But we're going to stick with this one today. What is our strategy? 3 cards, please. Have fun. I mean, there's that whole toxic positivity lie. I keep being this card of joyous fun. Why can't you have fun? Why can't you have more fun? I understand there is a time to be serious, but not sure if you've noticed this. Us humans take ourselves too freaking seriously. We need to start having some more fun. Okay, strategy. Okay. Saw the crown chakra at the bottom card, but you know, we're just gonna put that one back in and take it out. Maybe that's our strategy, but we'll see if it comes back out. Strategy, please. Can we get 3 cards? Strategy. Not being distracted. Okay, strategy. You two didn't want to go back in. What's going on? Okay. Whole bunch of things. We're going to go with the flow. Strategy. We are actually going to believe we can succeed at making the changes that need to be made, that need to change. New Earth is not going to show up without us. Strategy, giving and receiving. I'm a card of kindness. You would embrace this. Strategy, lean in, lean into the triggers. The triggers lead you somewhere, and it's into your mastery. You change your focus. Your triggers will lead you into your mastery. Your triggers are what is going to heal you. So instead of avoiding them like they're the plague, what if you just embraced them? Embrace the energies that is coming in, even if it isn't something that you necessarily understand at first. Okay? Just get, let's see. Strategy. What can you give us here? Strategy for October. You got to take steps. You got to pick something. You got to pick something. You can just cry at what's lost, or you can allow this to be your teacher with great gratitude. We'll just keep grabbing those if we. But yeah, look at even taking steps for loss too. It's kind of like the opening up, but half as much of that energy was a two, right? So the growth and the expansion is going to be in the taking steps. It's going to be in the opening up. Okay. Let me grab some more tea and we're just going to get our wild card here. And we're just going to tie everything together here. And then I will let you go about your day. But again, thank you for spending this time with me. I do really appreciate it. Okay, wild card, please. I get wild card. 3 of these, please. Wild card for the energies of September. Oh, it says September. Okay, so the energies for September was growth. I'm talking about October. Hmm, I don't know what this is, but I'm just noticing it. So if it has my attention, we just like to take note of it. Doesn't necessarily mean anything, but so before when I was trying to say September, I was saying August. And this time I wanted to say October and I said September. So where are we going back here? Gonna feel like we're going back in time? Regressing? Maybe. Well, yeah, maybe. Okay, wild card, please, for October. Energies of October. Okay. We got another ace, which is interesting. So, wild card, October. What do you have to say? So when I'd accidentally said September, I got Ace of Pentacles, card of growth. Okay. October, Ace of Wands, new beginnings. Something's changing. It's about fucking time, if you want my opinion. But anyway, excuse my language. That's how we feel. So, wild card. I got the King of Swords also. Knowledge. And the Eight of Pentacles, perfection. You are perfection. You need to remember that, though. Far too often, it is something that we forget. I'm going to remind you of it. Everybody is perfect just the way that they are. And maybe we need to keep that in mind when, okay, how often in your relationships, and I don't just mean romantic, I mean all of them, how often are you forgetting that not only are you perfect the way you are, so are they? See, we can get into this thing. We're gonna call it just a thing. I don't know what else to call it, but it's like, so we're moving ourselves along our healing path, our journey, right? And then we assume that everybody else around us also needs to be on that journey with us, not knowing, one, if they're ready for it, two, if they even want it, or three, if they've already done it. So remember that. Yeah, card of the loving man. Are you doing this in your relationship? Maybe you're with somebody that you forgot is this, and you just need to let them do this in the way they can. Anyway, okay, October. We're gonna go back to October. Energy's coming in. Wild card, please. Friends and colleagues. Yeah, behind a mask. Okay, we're gonna need some courage. Courage to take off the mask. Okay, we wear so many masks. So many. Take it off. Most of us are scared to take it off though, because if you take this off, you don't know who you are. But isn't it time to know? Isn't it time to start to remember? Courage, grace of courage to take off the mask. Everyone has an opportunity to do this right now. And if they're not going to take it, are you going to make that about you? An honest question. Somebody doesn't want to receive the opportunities for healing coming in. Are you going to make that about you? Because it's not. Okay. Wild card. Can I get, what are you? Throat. Speak your truth. You're going to reach out. We're going to talk about card of truth for a second. Speaking truth. Whose truth are you actually speaking? Because if you don't know, and one way to tell if you don't know whose truth you're speaking, whose narrative are you repeating? That's whose truth you've bought as your own. However, maybe you don't know your truth. Many of us do not know our truth. We've been told our truth from a world who doesn't even know theirs, right? But we're listening as if, well, you know. But your truth, look at these fives. You got to go into your temple. This is where your truth lives. Okay? In your temple. Throat chakra. This isn't even my throat chakra is blocked. It's not. You're using that as an excuse to not actually speak. Your chakras can't really be blocked in the way that, well, we've been told they can. They're going to be in a certain state to show you something, but they're not going to be blocked. They're going to be working within their own perfection. Yeah, card of reaching out and the card of love. Love is the answer. Like, what would it take for you to be one of these hands? Hands are like the rungs on the ladder to help everybody up. Be the hand you wanted to reach out to you. Like we're so scared of competition that we don't do this often enough. Now that's my judgment. But yeah, like where I live, there's a really interesting thing going on where there is a homeless crisis and government just doesn't want to admit that. So, what if it's up to us when we're seeing other people suffering or in a state of suffering, instead of just getting mad at them by telling, well, if you were off drugs, you'd get to do this. Unless you, do I want to actually say this? I've struggled with addiction. Okay. I've struggled with addiction and being told to just not do it, right? When I didn't think I was actually worthy of not doing drugs. You got to reach out. You got to reach out. Where was I going with that? I was just reminded because last night usually listen to the radio, but forgot my phone, so we were. And this is the talk radio, which is fine. Um, and they were talking about because one of the shelters here, I'm not 100% sure what happened. It sounded like it closed down, or there was some rules being put in play where you could not be using in these facilities. And the comments that the guy on the radio said about how they just have to quit, it's not that easy. Okay. It is also not an excuse to keep doing what you know you need to stop doing, what you know you've outgrown. But it can be hard to also reach out when, well, society views you a certain way, potentially if you were the drug addict. Okay. So it's hard for you to want to reach out from here. So why can't you reach? Why do the people suffering have to be the one who reaches out? Why can't you? Well, that's a snippy statement, but it's true. Yeah. Heart chakra. Opportunity for healing here. If you want to take it. Now, let me see. My power surrender cards. The energies in October. What would you like us to surrender? What would the energies coming in October like us to surrender? Your fear. What if things, now I'm not saying this, but just what if what's coming up for us has this energy to it? I'm not sure if you've noticed the state of fear mongering that has been going on forever, but it's only going to continue to work on, like these fear tactics are only going to work on us if we take them. Surrender to your fear. Okay. I like that. We'll leave that at that one. Now, got some little bit more tea here. Certainly didn't steep them long enough, but that's okay. It is still good. It's dandelion, but feel a little bit. I don't think I put enough in. That's okay. That's okay. It is the amount that my body wanted. So I can sit here and judge that, or, okay, body, that's all you wanted today. Cool beans. That's all you're getting. So May I have some cards? We're just going to tie all of this in. We're going to tie. Yeah, how do you want to see it? How do you want to see it? Ignore this bottom part for a second. So we're going to say right here in the middle, this is the energy that's coming in. How do you want to see it? Are you going to look away from it? Or are you going to look at it? Hmm, okay. Cards to tie this together, please. What are you? We got to release. Release the death card. Something is coming up to be released. Maybe it's fear. But in order to release it, do you not think you would have to face it? Like, I just get up one morning, October 3rd, we'll say it is. I'm not scared anymore. I'm just going to let that go. Or you see something. You're just going to wake up. I'm releasing fear today. Or is something going to come up and right into your face that is going to give you the opportunity of I can be scared of that, or I can choose something else. What's your plan? You need a plan. You need a plan. Part of communication, you're going to need to communicate with your own spirit, your own soul, in your sacred temple. Man, guys, we really got to go within. That is what, oh, I'm shivering. I know I'm into something. It's like weird things in my body happening. Anyway, okay. Yeah. Ooh, is that excitement I'm feeling? Maybe. It's something. Hmm. Okay. I don't want these ones anymore. Let's ask you guys for a final message. We're in October. Got my coffin dress on. It has pockets if anyone was curious. What's the zombies by the sea other for us? Okay. Final message. Tie this all in, please. Oh, we got the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Hazards. Just a second here. See in the background, like the world, like it's literally, like it literally looks like there's a city that burnt down. This family. Oh, dirt off their back is what I'm hearing. My card of fun again. The world feels like it's like this. Why can't you still embody this? Because remember, these changes need to come in, which means the old has to go. Old has to go. So, what I'm getting from this, she's eating the brain. Okay. Graphic cards, but they're fun. You can't logic your way out of this, is what I'm getting. Look at him. He's doing some tests, right? Testing, doing something differently. It's that whole quote about how an energy, Where does that go? I think it's Einstein that said it. You cannot use the same energy to get out of a problem you used to get in it. What do you got to do differently? Differently. You got to drop into the heart space. Can I just have one more card, please? Oh, one more card, please. Oh, no, no. What is this? Like, okay, so over here. Let me see what all these are. And coincidentally, I left these two at the bottom, which was interesting. Thought I picked the whole pile up, but what I left on the table was the world card. Again, the world, literally on fire. Look at these people aren't scared. If you can actually see this or not, it's a man and a woman. They're in a, I don't know what kind of room they're in. We'll call it a bunker. That's kind of what it looks like. They're smiling. They're having fun. They have each other. And then, yeah, what in the Ace of Swords? Mouse is coming in. The world's on fire and it's burning to make room for what? Okay, for all of these. So we just look at this little baby eating this bone. Is that what we're going to accept? Just scraps? Just throw him a bone, right? Like that is, it seems, I don't know about you. It's like, oh, the people are restless. Let's just throw them a bone, throw them something. Yeah, look at it. They're throwing out everything at this guy. Well, he's throwing it back. I'm going to just say he's throwing it back in this one. Are we going to accept it or not? Do we want to heal? You have to make a choice. Are we going to be like this guy down here and let somebody else lead us? Or are we going to be the leaders? Again, you get to choose. Remember, be like this. King of Cups, in charge of your emotions. Stand firm in what you know. And if we're wanting changes to happen in the world, something needs to happen to allow these changes to come in. They're not just going to show up overnight. They're not. They can't. Okay. So that's feeling okay to me. So we got something coming in. We have an opportunity of how we want to view it. Okay. And it's coming up because it's needing to come up. It's needing to come up now. Maybe this is something that we've been waiting for, that finally the collective is ready for it to come up. But we must answer with love. Lead with the heart, not the mind. Make sure it's your truth that you're speaking, not someone else's. And it's really time to go within. Okay? So I will leave it at that. Feels pretty good to me. An interesting month. Maybe we'll come back in the middle of the month and just kind of see. Yeah, I like that idea. and just kind of see how we're doing, how we're doing with all of this. Because remember, here's another thing. Time. Time is not linear. We've heard this before. Okay. So it's also movable. So maybe something that is there's something big to me that feels like it's coming up. Don't be so tied up on the dates. I was sitting here saying dates wrong the whole time, right? Not the whole time, but you were here. Um, yeah. So things shift in that way depending on how if we're ready to accept them, really. Okay. I will leave it at this. I want to thank you for spending time with us here. You want to go and give the video a like, share it. That would be spectacular. And I would actually just really appreciate it. It helps me know if anybody actually wants to see videos like this. So, yeah. Anyway, I wish you well. I wish you luck in this month ahead. You got this. And I will see you later. Bye.